morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us on today's THV at 9 o'clock. Glad to have Cynthia Malik joining us once again. What are we making up today?
We are going to make a caramelized banana and peanut butter cream Napoleon.
Ooh, that is a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
A little fancy.
You got berry strawberry. We dip in berries and chocolate too?
No, we're going to use that as a sauce, and then the strawberries are kind of a garnish. We're going to caramelize some bananas, and we have some puff pastry that's been cooked.
Very nice. Looking forward to it.
So tell me real quick, what kind of chocolate do you have in here? Is it just
It's semi-sweet chocolate with heavy cream and a little butter. Okay. And then it just gets melted together. Okay. So
it smells good. I'm enjoying this.
I guess he's in the right spot.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you do Buffett last night?
No, I didn't.
No, you did not.
Tom is still waking up this morning. He just rolled into work here in the last 30 minutes ago or so.
I would say I've been up for a little while.
You have? Well, we missed you this morning, and we're glad you're back.
Thank you. They had a good time last night, probably once in my lifetime kind of thing. You didn't come around here very often.
No.
Right.
It was packed last night at Verizon.
Imagine.
So they had, I was going to say 14,000. It was sold out show, but I think there was like 20,000 people downtown.
Oh my goodness.
An excuse for a party,
crazy.
people calling in sick.
So now, did you do any tailgating? Because we saw some video of that crazy.
Starting at like 10 a.m. that morning.
No. And there were, honestly, there were people that had been celebrating since about 10 a.m.
Oh my.
And last night they shut off the Happy Juice line at about 9:30 to give people a chance to.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
How funny.
Anyway, but it was fun. A lot of fun. Did see some folks out there that watch us in the morning, and they said, we'll be looking for you tomorrow morning bright and early. And I said, I will be there.
All right, coming up, we'll join Cynthia Malik back in the Information Center with our last day of Peanut Paradise. If you love peanut butter and banana, you're not going to want to miss this one. It is now 9:08 on this Friday morning. We'll be back with a check of your forecast when we return.
Welcome back to Bon Appetit. We've got Cynthia Malik here. By the way, I want to mention next Tuesday begins kind of Arkansas's own Iron Chef competition called Diamond Chef.
Diamond Chef Arkansas, that's
I get to call the first heat at 1 o'clock. You versus?
Matt Cooper from Lulav.
Lulav.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Peabody Lobby.
Okay, you were runner-up last year.
Yes.
What?
So I'm looking forward to this. Yeah.
What were they thinking? I know, right? What were they thinking?
I was pretty green, so, you know.
But
anymore.
But think about the people you knocked off to get there, to get to that championship.
We had to win 3 heats to get there.
Very
all
nice.
in one day.
We're not surprised at all.
It was crazy.
Who was last year's champion?
Dan Capella from the Chanel Country Club.
Okay, so
very
Dan
worthy.
He's going down this year. You hear that, Dan?
He's not competing this year.
My money's on Cynthia.
He's retiring.
All right, lots to get to this morning, and what we're making barely fits on the screen there. Peanut butter and caramelized banana.
Napoleon.
I can't even read it all because it's so small there. Okay, so get us started this morning and tell us what the first step is that we need to do.
Okay, so the first thing I did was I took a baking tray, lined it with parchment paper. I put some pastry on there, so we cut the puff pastry into little shapes, and then we put parchment paper over the top and a baking tray on top of that so it doesn't rise too much, and then we baked that until it was done.
Okay, I see that you decorated some with chocolate.
Yes,
and that looks difficult.
It takes a steady hand and a little practice. For our ganache, our chocolate sauce, I have a pot of warm water and a bowl on top. It's called a double boiler, just so you don't burn the chocolate. And then we put 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, and about a tablespoon of butter, and just keep stirring while it melts.
Okay, so this is
our chocolate sauce.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And then
Tom, you want to switch me spots? My goodness.
Yes.
Okay, now this is the fun part. These are the bananas. Are you going to do this, Tom?
Sure. Do you want me to?
Or are you guys going to take turns?
Let's watch
nuke 'em?
you do it
Okay,
first.
so the trick is that you want to get that heat as low as you can without it turning off.
Okay.
And then we have to melt the sugar first before you caramelize it. Okay. So you're gonna kind of be up high a little bit. I told you it was a trick. And this is just granulated
burn
sugar.
Your hand here.
And just
Too high?
shall I?
Let me melt
Yes,
your,
you shall.
You might want to do that because
I've worked with this one for a little while.
this was a little temperamental.
Yeah, we only have a
It is
certain amount
very
of time.
temperamental. Okay. So we just kind of melt it.
Is that so? That's what's called caramelizing. When it
Yes, we're melting the sugar and then it caramelizes.
Now, where do you get that? Where can you buy that?
Well, we got this. You can buy some at Williamson, but they're not
at the
this.
blowtorch store.
They're not this, you know, heavy duty. Now, ladies, you have whipped cream in front of you.
Yes.
And there's some homemade peanut butter in front of you also. And I'd like you to put about 3 or 4 spoonfuls of peanut butter in that heavy whipped cream. And all we did was roast some raw peanuts, just plain, and then we ground them in a food processor.
Okay,
And
that's,
Stir
with a
this
little
together.
bit, and then fold that in.
that was good.
Now, is that the only way to get that caramelization effect? Is that the only way to achieve that?
I have used a broiler before. Just keep an eye on it.
Okay.
So just turn your oven on broil. Put these on a tray, that's upside down, and then pop them in the oven. You want it fairly close to the broiler.
What caramelization? It turns a caramel color. It crispifies the
It
sugar.
does. It gets crispy and
You put
nice
that on
and
a
sweet.
chocolate brulee. Yeah,
Chocolate brulee, creme brulee.
How do you know when you've done that the appropriate amount of time? What are you looking for?
You're just looking for it to brown.
Okay.
But if you get too close, it kind of it just burns real fast.
Yeah, I can see how
I know
it
we're
turns.
burning the back of our banana here.
Yeah.
They can't see that.
We don't want to
so
do
we'll
that,
just
do we?
pretend
That's
like
not
that
good.
didn't happen.
Okay.
All right.
So now, would you encourage people not to be intimidated to try to do that? Just to branch out and
Just
use
try
that?
it. Do 1 or 2 at a time. I'm going to grab a plate here.
But if
We
you
also-
do it at home, be careful not to burn the house down.
Right. No, that would be good.
My husband has a heavy-duty propane torch, but I'm scared of that one. I mean, it's huge.
Sounds scary.
He uses it for flooring. Okay, so we have our whipped cream. We can grab that chocolate sauce. That
Okay.
bowl shouldn't be too hot. These are a lot of ingredients, but this is, kind of fun to mess around with. And then
A little drizzle there.
a little drizzle.
Yeah.
Of course. And presentation is always key.
Yes.
Of course.
Cynthia has taught us that.
Yes, she has.
And this is like just kind of a smaller serving that we're doing.
Okay.
This is perfect for a party.
Go.
This is wonderful for
And then you
her.
put
good.
ears on it. Or leaves.
And then you put the leaves. I just thought, springtime.
There you go.
And then,
Decorate it with some color there,
yeah,
and you are set to go. Oh, it looks
delicious.
fabulous.
you've got those. And then we have our little bitty ones. Aren't those cute?
Very
you can just kind of
cute.
put them on the plate. how
Yummy.
you like.
Looks
Right.
good,
And once
too.
again, this is called a peanut butter and caramelized banana Napoleon.
There you go. It is now 9:22 on this Friday morning. Stay with us. We'll be back to wrap things up and give you the recipe of the day. Stay with us. I think Tom loved it. He has a happy
Presentation
plate.
is everything.
I'm
folks.
waiting on him to lick the chocolate
Presenting
off the plate.
an empty plate.
Can we get you some seconds?
Would you mind? I could just eat yours.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, this is good.
Cynthia Malik, thanks so
you.
much for joining us as always. Great job.
Thank you for having me.
And I'll see you Tuesday.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
And I would like to say happy birthday to my stepson, Evan. He turned 12 today. So happy birthday, Evan.
Yay, happy birthday. You can find the recipe on our website, today'sthb.com. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for watching Arkansas's news and information leader. Connect to Today's THV news and weather 24/7 at today'sthv.com and on your mobile device.